I love learning about the behind the scenes of the making of movies, the stuff you don't read in press notes or see on Wikipedia. So for soon to be fans of the film, is there anything that you think they'd be surprised to learn about the making of the movie?
I mean, this is not fantastic, but the day of the moon landing, the day that we were going to shoot the moon landing, and my character, of course, this is his whole life leading up to this. My stupid character gets COVID that morning, and in my trailer, we found out about COVID, and I had to go back to the hotel. And so I was pleading with Greg, I have to be there when they land on the moon, and there was no way around it. The set, we have to go to NASA, whatever. And they had to shoot around it, right? You had to do the magic of editing, kind of make it look like I was there, but I wasn't there.
There's a scene later on where he is in one of the last scenes in the firing room, and we used a beat from Ray earlier on. And, the advantage is they always all wear white shirts and the same tie, and so you can kind of just steal an angle. And so we were able to use a piece of Ray from an earlier scene for a later scene because he was COVIDed out of the sequence.
And also the cat was David Spade. Really, I don't know what.
By the way, what's funny is when I was watching the movie, I was noticing the only person who got to wear a yellow or blue shirt was Channing.
Yes, well, he's got exactly. So there were a couple of. If you watched that great Apollo 11 doc or any of the docs on that, there were a few guys that just based on their ranking were allowed to be a bit more casual, although they all had so much sort of style then. And so Mary Zafries, who was our costume designer and is a legend herself, really used that as inspiration, I think, for his character.
One of the things that I've been to that NASA building, I was lucky for a set visit and got to where you guys got to film. And I'll be honest, with you, obviously they landed on the moon, but you guys poke fun at that with the conspiracy that maybe, the alt thing. So were you a little nervous about getting NASA to sign on to, even though you know what I mean, like the conspiracy?
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure I would have wanted to participate in the movie if I didn't know that they were enthusiastic about it from the start, because they got what we were really trying to do was use this. Obviously, the most talked about element at the outset will be the conspiracy theory, because that's the thing that's in so much in the public's consciousness now. But we wanted to use one of those stories to tell a story about why the truth is important. And so that's, I think they got what we were trying to celebrate about the program, and that it allowed us to ultimately show with reverence, I think, the greatest humankind accomplishment on film. And they were so participatory with their advisors and their technology and the campus itself and the places and that we were allowed to shoot, that I crammed. Probably on average, we were doing more TV style days there of 6-7 pages a day. I mean, Ray had a 4-page day, was one of our last days, which you don't see a lot of in movies, but I knew how valuable that campus and that location would be sporadically sort of throughout the film to make you feel like you were there. And it's just so, I could go back again and again. I think it's such a special place.
I'm already out of time with the two of you. I was just going to say, Ray, just real fast. Is there a day that you'll always remember from shooting besides COVID?
Yeah, I mean, the days at Cape Kennedy, my scene when we've splashed down and Channing comes out to me, and also just being there with my family, standing next to that. I didn't mention this, but standing next to that, and I don't know what it's called, the vehicle that moves the rocket. What's it called?
It's called a crawler.
Crawler. Standing next to that and taking pictures with that, the immenseness of it, it just puts it all in perspective. You're like, oh my God, how this is the thing that's moving, the thing that's going to the moon. It just blew me away, the whole thing.